So, you want me to wash the truck in 0-degree weather? Just like any other Army story, this one starts out the same. No-ish, there I was, a youngish SPC assigned to my first unit in South Korea, stationed at Camp Humphreys. Early on, I managed to get licensed on every piece of rolling stock that we had, so naturally I was tasked out to drive a lot. One fine day, after the completion of an ex-eval, I was tasked, along with another driver, to return our Miles gear to the depot. I think it was Camp Casey, but I may be mistaken. So, myself, my TC, the other driver, his TC, and the OIC of our little detail set off in 2 LMTVs that were packed full of Miles gear cases. It was pretty chill. We drove a couple hours north, dropped off the gear, had a leisurely lunch at the Katusa snack bar, then drove back. We arrived back at the hump around 15:30, parked the trucks in the motor pool, and the OIC told us to just go hang out in our rooms until 1700, COB. Cool beans, I had Halo for the Xbox to occupy my time. The next day, I go to work, and my PSG asks about the truck. I told him that was parked, chalked, drip pan in place, air tanks drained, etc., etc., and dispatch was turned in. He then asked if I had washed it. Now, it was January in South Korea. If you have never been to South Korea, it get effing cold in the wintertime there. Usually we didn't see a lot of snow, but we would get ice everywhere. Side note, while on night shift, I did not count the night as complete unless I had slipped and fallen at least twice while walking back to the barracks. So, the conversation went as follows. PSG. Did you wash the truck? Me. No, SGT. It's like 19 degrees outside. PSG. You need to go wash the truck. Me. SGT. You do realize that it is below freezing outside right now, correct? Water freezes at 32 degrees. Washing the truck would be pointless. PSG. I don't recall this being a two-way conversation. Go wash the effing truck, specialist, and take one of your buddies to help. Me. Roger that, SGT. Quay, malicious compliance. So, my buddy and I walk over to the motor pool. I start the truck and drive it up next to the bay and walk inside to find my SPC buddy. You know, they one that you cultivate in eco so that your trucks actually get fixed. Hey man, I need to borrow your little pressure washer. I have to wash my truck. We had some back and forth about the outside temp, after which I secured the pressure washer, which was akin to one of the small ones you get from Lowe's and use around your house. After hooking it up, I proceed to spray the LMTV, while my buddy grabs a scrub brush and starts scrubbing the canvas. After about a minute, he yells out to me that the water is freezing on the canvas, and brushing it is doing no good. I shouted back that I was aware, and to move back from the truck. I then proceeded to hose down the entire truck, like Ice Cube said, front, back, and side to side. By the time I was done, the truck looked like a giant ice sculpture. The only thing that I had left clear was the driver's windshield and window. We then backed the truck off the giant slab of ice that had formed under it. You ever slide sideways in an LMTV? It's pretty fun. And parked it back on the line, locked, chalked, and drip panned. Went back to the shop, tossed the keys on the PSG's desk, and gave him a hearty mission complete. The following Monday was motor pool formation day. After we formed up, the CSM had his say, and we were falled out to conduct motor stables, I hear from across the crowd. God damn it! SPC Cthulhu, what the F happened to my truck? Me. Well, SGT, you told me to wash it last Friday, so, if I recall correctly, the ice did not completely go away until the spring.